Julio Montoro is back. I know what you're thinking. The last Julio Montoro product we saw was Dorito Bites, where he 3D printed a cardboard Dorito that wouldn't fool a blind monkey. How can he top that travesty of shitness? Well, he's back with Fly, a ring flight on steroids. Now, in this part of the trailer, Julio is describing exactly what happens. He talks about giving the keys to a spectator at the beginning. That's true. He talks about borrowing a ring. That's true. He talks about turning it into an ink circle. That's true. He then says that they look back at the keys in their hand and immediately the ring is hanging there. That is a lie. That is an out-and-out lie. That does not happen. What he is missing from that description is the moment where you have to pick up the keys for no reason whatsoever, jangle them around a bit, and put them down. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Craig, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. I'm sure Julio has covered this on the tutorial. I'm sure he's talked about a really good, justified reason as to why he has to pick up the keys. You know, like maybe picking them up and putting them onto someone's finger even though they were in somebody's hand from the beginning. Well, let me tell you that on the tutorial, the advice he gives is just pick them up and jangle them around. Now, I might be an idiot here, but I think that if a spectator tries to reverse engineer what's happened, and they probably will, they're going to remember the moment you picked up the keys. If the selling point to a trick is that the keys are given to the spectator to begin with, then I really think that that should be the case and you should not go back and touch them at any point. However, that's only one thing that we need to talk about on this honest trailer. The second thing we need to talk about is the gimmick is designed to stick to metal, and you're putting it on a key fob which is made out of metal. It means that sometimes the trick's not even going to work, because when you place the keys down into the spectator's hand, it's going to cause it to not work as intended. But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is what Julio's talking about right now, which is the pocket master prediction. Now, the master prediction is one of the greatest tricks ever created for a stage mentalist. And apparently we have a close-up version here where a spectator thinks of a city and it is written down on a key fob attached to your keys that have been held by the spectator from the very beginning. At this part of the trailer, he talks about this, and this is a full performance. Notice he puts the keys onto the spectator's hand and the camera pans away very, very quickly and doesn't go back to the keys. And the reason is he doesn't want you to focus on the keys. He even says in the download, try not to let your spectators focus on the keys. And he knows this, which is why there is now a jump cut, where he goes from writing on a pad to giving them a piece of paper. He has completely missed off the move, which is picking up the keys and jangling them. And then he comes back and shows the key fob, and there is the word that they thought of, or the city they thought of. The problem is that key fob was not there from the beginning. It appears there when you pick up the keys and jangle them for no reason. It's not like there's a dummy key fob there. No, there is no key fob, and then all of a sudden, there is a key fob. Now again, I might be an idiot, but I think that a spectator would notice this. If you give the keys to a spectator and have them hold on to it, and then you go back to those keys a few seconds later, and there's now a big key fob there, I think people are going to realise what's gone on there. It's not the master prediction close up, it's the appearing key fob, which is the trick that we really don't want to be performing at this point. This is a badly thought out good idea. It's a good idea that if Julio had given it a bit more thought, it could have been amazing. As it is, it's unjustified and a complete and total mess.